Whoa, cut the fucking tape a minute, there's something I need to get off my chest. I am deeply disappointed in the average moviegoer. I went to the cinema to see Batman and I struggled to get parked. The parking around my local cinema is pretty damn big, but no luck. There was cars piled up everywhere. I went for a cheeky Nando's after the movie too, and the lovely lady in there told us it had been like a war zone. As I entered and left the cinema, I had to fight my way through hordes of women. It was basically like fighting through Niagara Falls. I can honestly say without a shadow of a doubt that the launch day crowds for 50 Shades Damper were astronomically larger than that of any Star Wars or major Hollywood movie I've ever seen, at least at my local cinema. And to me, that's just the end of fucking culture. Turning out in your droves to watch a piece of Twilight fanfiction with the names changed, written poorly by an absolute hack of an author, and then turned into a movie for the monies, and not even a good movie at that. Not only that, but Adam Levine now has a fucking Hollywood star. Artistry is dead. I need cheering up. Roll the fucking tape.
It must be great to be Batman.
Batman, we love you!
Thank you. I'm blushing super hard under the mask.
Batman!
Prego.
Thanks, Batman!
I can only imagine he's going home right now to party the night away, surrounded by friends and lady activewear models.
Hey, computer. I'm home. I'm home. I'm home.
Hello, and welcome to Film Rant and all that bollocks. I've been looking forward to this movie for months as I love the Batman character in the Lego movie, so I was eagerly awaiting to see any trailers of this movie to see if it looked like it was going to be any good. The trailers featured the song Black and Yellow, and that pretty much sold it for me. The movie is a solid 5 out of 5 purely based on that. Good stuff. But does the movie live up to that awesome comedic trailer? Well, I'll mention some small spoilers to discuss that, so see the movie if you don't want anything spoiled. So, to the review! Normally at this point I want to discuss the characters in the movie, but I'm going to discuss them as a whole for this. But I can say right off the bat that this movie understands the Batman character as better than anything else I've ever seen, to be honest. Sure, most of the characters are vastly exaggerated for comedic effect, but that only shows their character more. Batman is a brooding, vain, but incredibly troubled and lonely character. We never really see an emotionally troubled Batman, but we do in this movie. A fucking Lego movie, aimed at kids. What? Then there's the Joker and his relationship with Batman. It's clear that Batman and Joker rely on each other to be who they are. They're like a bomb and a detonator. By themselves they're relatively useless, but put them together and you get an explosion. It's clear that Joker wants and craves Batman's attention. After all, he pretty much does everything he does to attract the Batman. Batman shows him no such attraction in return. The Lego movie plays on this dynamic and makes the Joker and Batman seem like they're in a dysfunctional romantic relationship. And while it's played for laughs, it's also painfully true of the actual characters. It is actually amazing to see. I really enjoyed how this movie portrayed their relationship. It was a breath of fresh air. Then there's Robin and Alfred. Robin is a desperate orphan kid looking for an idol in a family, which he finds in Batman and Alfred just wants to make Bruce Wayne happy again and cares for his mental health. I honestly think that the Lego Batman movie understands and executes the characters so well that it completely blows any previous Batman media out of the water. Yes, that's including The Dark Knight. Secondly, I really enjoyed the vast array of characters we got in the movie. I wasn't at all expecting to see Sauron, Godzilla or fucking Voldemort in there. Lego has this really unique ability to seamlessly mix different franchises together since it holds licenses to all of them, and it really gives them this freedom to explore various dynamics between franchises. Never in my life did I think I'd see Barbara Gordon take on Voldemort in a movie, and yet, here we are. We also get to see Batman kick in a few Daleks. What's not to like, guys? Seriously, I'm struggling to find an issue here. Now to the script! You're probably expecting a Batman transition here, but I've already used that gag, so fuck it, what can I say, I'm out of ideas. There's only 3 things I want to talk about with regards to the script. There's actually not that much to say about this movie, but I just have to talk about it. Lego Batman is far more emotional than it has any right to be. I mean, animated kids films can be very emotional. Look at Toy Story 3 or Inside Out. But Toy Story 3 has a massive nostalgia element to it, and Inside Out is based on emotions, so you sort of expect it. In a movie about a vain Lego Batman, I didn't expect to be fighting the waterworks, and yet there I was. In the first 20 minutes or so, trying to act like Batman and hold it all in. That scene where Batman is sadly looking at his family photo and telling them he saved the city again. It's meant to be funny, but it just seemed a bit too real, especially since it came after a montage that brilliantly showed how isolated and lonely Batman is. He gets home and shouts, "I'm home," which just hopelessly echoes through the Batcave. He warms up his tea in the microwave and just watches it go round and round. He watches movies in his large cinema by himself. It's really well done. That microwave scene would have just been a funny gag, but the shot just holds and holds, and we see Batman look a bit sad. It's rather touching. Then at the end of the movie, they loop back to him looking at the photo after Robin takes a similar photo that shows them all together as a family. There's one thing that really sticks out to me about this movie, and this is really important. This is the first ever piece of Batman media that made me not want to be Batman. He's lonely. He's an orphan. He doesn't really have any friends. He's a sad dude. And I think it's amazing that a fucking kids movie had the balls and nuance to explore this idea to its full extent. This movie really evokes some strong emotions in you, and it brilliantly shows some interesting ideas around the idea of loneliness and the importance of bonding with other people. Director Chris McKay really just wanted to tell a story about how important family and friends are, and that you are never truly alone, even if you believe you are. He just used Batman as the vehicle to do that. Lego Batman is a truly nuanced and refined movie that tells some very real tales in a fun, over-the-top ride with some of our favourite DC characters. I love the self-aware jokes this movie made and how it sort of played with its own format. I think it did it way better than Deadpool did, and Deadpool was expected to do it. The part at the start where Batman is telling us how important movies always start with a black screen was a great opener. The part during the fight at the end where Batman says, "We're gonna hit them so hard that sound words are gonna spontaneously pop up," was hilarious. There was some great self-referential jokes made too, like when Batman says, "What am I gonna do, use criminals to fight criminals? What a stupid idea," and an obvious reference to Suicide Squad. Bane's voice was also a good parody of the Tom Hardy version. Batman questioning Robin on his name was a good gag too. I loved all the references to the other iterations of Batman, like the montage of Lego Batman poses imitating the other films, and the references like, "the thing with the two boats didn't work." Overall, the comedy was just top notch. "Does anyone have a knife, because we need to cut the tension between us two? One rule about roulette, you should always bet on black." That joke with Robin where he tells Batman his name is Richard Grayson but the others call him Dick, and Batman says, "Yeah, kids can be real mean sometimes." It's just great stuff. Really well written jokes and brilliantly executed in the directing. In fact, Lego Batman is really well written across the board. It's got a great plot, great dialogue and great characters. From a technical standpoint, I just want to talk about the animation style. This channel wasn't around when the Lego movie came out, so I haven't reviewed that, which leads me to take this opportunity here. I love how the Lego movies have this CGI stop motion blend. It's all CG, but they animate it in such a way that it looks like stop motion, as an ode to all the people who used to make stop motion Lego movies. I think it's a really unique style and it serves the franchise really well. It's a joy to watch. Well, that's it. That's my review. There's not much else to say really. I literally can't fault Lego Batman on anything. Maybe only that I thought Ralph Fiennes should have voiced Voldemort as, well, you know, he is Voldemort. And maybe Batman could have made a joke when he said, "Superman can come at me." He could have said, "Oh wait, he did, and it sucked." That would have been cool. But other than those very, very minor suggestions, I can't think of anything this movie does wrong. It gets the characters so right and all voice actors perform them outstandingly. It's great to see the literal relationship the Joker and Batman have, and the movie's underlying messages about loneliness and the importance of having people around are very touching. The Lego Batman movie doesn't just use the characters to tell a Batman story, it uses the Batman characters to send out a message, which I think is a great use of them. I can honestly proudly say that I think the Lego Batman movie is actually the best Batman movie ever made in a lot of aspects. DC may as well fold their cinematic universe now, because there is nothing Ben Affleck or any of the other characters can do that'll make a film as good as or better than this one. It's clever, it's touching, and it's just a thorough joy to watch. It's just fucking flawless. The Lego Batman movie gets the second ever 5 frames out of 5. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Film Rant.
Oh, no, under your clothes. That's perfect.